How do you get rid of nutsedge? I'm going to tell you how to get rid of it, the best way to prevent it, and what you should probably avoid. That last one is important, so stay to the end. All right, let's get down to the brass tacks. Nutsedge is controlled by the active ingredients sulfentrazone and holosulfuron methyl. Sulfentrazone can be found in a green bottle of Ortho Nutsedge Killer, which you can find at most of your big box stores, while holosulfuron methyl can be found in a little packet of Sedgehammer, widely available on Amazon. The reason you've got nutsedge to begin with, and the way that you can prevent it in the future, is through excessive moisture and poor drainage. For example, I tend to get a lot of nutsedge and green kalinga right here in this little channel where the water's supposed to drain, and it pools up right here in this area. So to prevent sedges like that, you can work on the drainage of your lawn, or more importantly, don't overwater. Now the things that you're probably going to want to avoid. First, you're probably going to want to avoid those herbicides that I recommended to you at the beginning, because if you're in Texas right now, the temperatures are probably very hot. You typically don't want to apply a herbicide when temperatures are above 85 degrees, or it will stress your grass out. So wait until the temperature's cool before you apply a herbicide like that. Second, you want to avoid pulling nutsedge. At the bottom of every root system of a nutsedge plant are little tubers which lodge themselves into the ground once you yank out that root. You don't see them come off because they're buried in the ground, but those end up spawning more nutsedge, which will attack you in your dreams later on. And since you mentioned that your grass is brand new, the third thing that you in particular want to avoid is putting herbicide on new grass. Now, I know what you're thinking. What do I do if all of my options are gone? Well, this is what I would do. I would mow or cut that nutsedge outbreak down before it goes to seed until your grass is established enough and the temperatures are low enough to give a blanket spray of one of those first two herbicides. Good luck.